So as you can see, this is the starting point of this measuring tape. If you look at it well, the measuring tape has two faces, which is the upper side and the lower side is divided into two, as you can see. And if you look at the starting point, you see a red ink that has labels at the upper side 16 feet, while at the lower side you can see 5 meter, which actually represent this measuring tape has a length of total of 16 feet, and which is also equivalent to 5 meter. But as an aluminium technologies, we mostly focus on the lower size, which is the meter. So we measure our things in meter. But that doesn't mean you should not know how to use the upper side. So you still have to have the knowledge on how to read the upper side. But now we are going to focus on how to read the bottom side, which is the most important. So now you can see on the bottom side, you can see the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 1, 0, which is supposed to be 10 there, but the 10 is in red ink. And after the 10, it starts from 1, 2, 3 again, as we read previously. So okay, now the whole of this tape now is measured in meter. So okay, the lowest unit of meter, which is millimeter. So you can see under here, all these tiny lines here represent millimeter. Each one here represent 1 millimeter, 2 represent 2 millimeter, 3, and up to this place where 1 is indicated, that is 10 millimeter. So in between 1 and 2 here, you have also 10 millimeter. So now from here to this place is 10 millimeter. From here to this place is 20 millimeter. Also from 2 to 3 here is 30 millimeter. While from 3 to 4 is 40 millimeter. From 4 to 5 is 50 millimeter. From 5 to 6 is 60 millimeter. From 6 to 7 here is 70 millimeter. So I don't know if you are following. So in between each of these units, you have 10 millimeter. From 7 to 8 has 80 millimeter. From 8 to 9 has 90 millimeter. From 9 to 10 has also 100 millimeter. So now from the starting point to this area, you have 100 millimeter. So in aluminium language, this is how we read it. This one here, we call it 10, which is 10 millimeter. The 2 here, we call it 20, which is 20 millimeter. The 3 here, we call it 30, which is 30 millimeter. The 4 here, we call it 40, which is 40 millimeter. 5 here, we call it 50. 6 here, we call it 60. 7 here, we call it 70. 8 here, we call it 80. 9 here, we call it 90. While here, we call it 100 millimeter. So at this 1.10, which is supposed to be 10 in red ink, we call it 100. So continuously, since we call it here 100, which is 100 millimeter, as we all know. So after this 100, you can see 1 again. So here you call it to 110. That's 110 millimeter. Here to here, we call it 120 millimeter. Here to here, we call it 130 millimeter. Continuously 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, and 200. This 200. We are still in millimeter. We should not come to 1 meter yet. Continuously 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, then 300. There is something I not explained earlier, but let me explain it as we keep going. Here is 300 millimeter now. So in some cases, maybe what you want to measure is not up to this standard unit where you have 1 or 2 or 3, which you can actually say 310, 320, or 330. you can have something that is in between here. You can see in between here. So now you can also measure and say 301. That is this tiny line after the long one, which represents 300. That is 301, 302, 303, 304, then 305, which is the middle one here, the one at the middle, but don't have any unit on it. That is 305. Then 306, 307, 308, 309, 310, where we have unit 1. And after 310, you can keep it going again. 311, 312, 313, 314, 315, 316, continuously 320. Likewise, it's also continue from 321, 22, 23, 24, 25 up to 330, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 up to 340, 341, 42, 43, 44, 45 up to 350. Continuously to 390 and 391, 92, 93, 94, 95 up to 400. Hope you get this point. Okay, this is 400. Continuously 410, 411 up to 420 here, 430 here, 440 here, 450, 460, 470, 480, 490. We have 500. So this 500 is just half a meter now. I will show you where the meter is and why I say this half a meter. You keep on going from 510 up to 590 down to 600. Continuously you go till 700, 710, 20, 730, 31, 32, 33, down to 400, down to 740, then to 800, 801, 802, 803, 810 here, then 890, 91 up to 900. Okay, as you keep going, you have your 900. So you have 901, 902, 903, 904 up to 990 here. So now look, this is 990 here, this is 990, 991, 92, 93, 94, 95 here, 96, 97, 98, 99. This is 999. So here is supposed to be 1000 millimeter. So in units, I should just hope we all know 1000 millimeter is equivalent to 1 meter. So that's why here is called 1 meter. So out of the 5 meter that this tape has, now this is the 1 meter out of the 5. So we have what? The length of this times 5 in this tape, this particular one. There are some things that are longer than this, and there are some that are not even up to 5 meter length. So continuously, this is the 1 meter. You keep on going here, but here in aluminium language, we can call it 1 meter, and at the same time you can call it 1. Here you say 900, so you call here 1, just 1000. So now since here is 1000, so equivalent here you say what? 1001, 1002, 1003. Why we use it is what? To find it easier to call. So 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006 up to 1010 here, 1011, 1012, 1013, 10 up to 1020, 1030, 1040, 1050, 1060, 1070, 1080, 1090. Here is 1100. So okay, at this spot 11, this is called 1100. 1101, that's from the first dot after the long one, which represent 1100. So 1102, 1103 up to 1110. this 1110, this 1120, this 1130, this 1140, 1150, 1160, 1170, 1180. Here we have 1200. Continuously 1210, 1220, 1230, 1240, 1250, 1260, 1270, and we have 1300 here. So 1310, 1320, 1330, 1340, 1350, 1360, 1370. So 1320, 1330, 1340, 1350, 1360, 1370, 1380, 1390, 1400, 1410, 1420, 1430, 1450, 1460, 1470, 1480, 1490, 1500. This is actually 1.5 meter. This is the middle of 2 meter. 1510, 1520, 1530, 1540, 1550, 1560, 1570, 1580, 1590, 1600. Continuously from 1600 to 1700 to 1800 to 1900, then here to 2 meter. Now we've reached 2 meter out of the 5 meter of this step. So continuously 2001, 2002, 2003 up to 2010, then 2020, 2030. Again, continuously 2030, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, continuously to 50, which represent the 5 meter of this step.